start the video now. Just something really amazing is the Sharpie. And what's even more amazing is I take it off. And what lets me do that is tea tree oil, spearmint. Anyways, let me start on with this video. Can sort of look, I can't write on it now because this can sort of look like a sword. It can also look like maybe, I'm just going to follow the lines, you know, a diamond head. I can draw the lines in this way and draw the lines in that way, and now I'm trying to see if there's a tunnel. At the same time, I ask myself a question. What's connected over here? What's at the edge of the tunnel? What is this? Well, what we're going to do now is I am going to maybe unmask what it is. Can anybody see what it is? Can anybody see the design on the other side? Notice the way it sort of shows like it's the anchor of a ship. You see the face inside here? This is what I wanted to get to, is that just want to get this here, right? And I'm going to see if I can get this here. And then at the same time, I'm going to, I don't even know if you were able to see, and this is the design I want to show you. During the Super Bowl, they were talking about the mask, and here's the mask. Do I need to show you the complete design over here? Everything has a meaning. If you take a look, this piece here and this piece here look like it fold together. That's why the indentation is over here. Have you ever wrapped a Christmas gift? The way we wrap, the way things are done, this is foldable. Somehow this is foldable into something else. Almost looks like a different kind of shelf. And now it talks to me. So anyways, I want to talk about the Super Bowl right now in this video, 2 minutes, 25 seconds. They had that mask, and I always called that mask the mask of the Star of David. There's like some kind of mask. Yeah, so that's what it is. And Andy Reid, is everybody at home? I think it was R-E-E-D, but this one is well read. Great old people, old people, old people. Do you see what old people are? They teach young people. They have experience. Old people. They were once young. They were like you, cocky like you and me. I don't really see many older people with a lot of tattoos in the gang I hang with. But in the younger gang now, almost everybody has a tattoo. So look in the future for how, hey man, I can't believe all these teenagers today, when they're going to be 80 years old, they got freaking all kinds of tattoos on them. Oh my God, look at these old people. They were cool. Were our children cool? Are our children cool? Where did all the cool people go? That grew gardens in their backyard, that knew their health, that their survival of the fleshy needed to eat well, needed to go into the garden that was good, something you feel good about, working in team play. The Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is ended in team play. One thing I do want to show you in here is that in the deck of cards, if you take a good look underneath the chin, right, you might say, oh, well, that's the neckline. No, it's the inside shirt and the mask that touch together. You have no idea what's behind the mask. See these three plugins over here? Didn't come here to talk about any of the swirly. See those dots? When you look at those dots, if you look properly, it looks like it's doing this. How would they know how Earth travels through space? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Creation of the angel, the car, the ark. C and R together is the core. Anytime you see C and R, just bow down and say thank you very much. Core, what do you call it, kosher, because these words tell more stories than just you can't eat it because of what this reason is. And I can't find the top to this. I'm going to put it on pause. It was right before my eyes. Right before my eyes. Magic. Where's the magic? Right before your eyes. But I don't see it. Are you listening to me? That's the magic. Super Bowl champions. Look, they're all from Sion. Mars, broken up by pi 10, and the Spirit of God, I am that I am. Time, heaven, angle of transition. Oh, I'm off that. Like, I'm a shape. You ever see these shapes? If you make the shapes perfect, and you remember, these squares, when you're going corner to corner, they're just going to create 45, 135 degree angles, 135. Well, I call them 135 because this angle is from here to here. It's 45 degrees from this even mark here, and then 45, and then 90, and then 135, and then 180, and then 225, and then what is that again? Is that what it is? 45, 90, 135, 180, 225, 270, 325, 315, and then 360. Oh my God, 315. ACE, CAE. Co, not core, co. Like co salmon from the Arctic, still frozen. Frozen, the angel has not arrived. The R letter, you and me, the R letter, it's so amazing, the R letter. I'm just going to draw it once before I start on the Super Bowl, because that's what I do. So, here is the R letter. I just want to use that part. I'm just going to put everything back the way it was. Yeah, we're just going to do that. So I got P, and I got that line. Now that line is often in French represented with the E. And I think they call it aigu. This one they call grave. Sometimes they just show you this one over here or two dots over here. Are they saying I and I? I don't know yet. I'd like to have a discussion to see a little bit further of what these two dots. I know when two dots stand up over here, I can say digital time. So we got P and we got the cross. Now I'm asking another question, right? That what if I was to came at 3/4, right? Well, now I look like I have Aleph, right? And we're going to just do this. And so by putting this inside here, this chicken leg, right? This chicken leg on the P, I now have either Neptune's fork. I got a chicken leg. So when I talk about this, and I know there's a rooster on the church as a weather vane, time, heaven, electric, Mars, 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 Mars. Let's read into this. In French, they call the suits des costumes, which means costumes. Costumes and masks. Vince Lombardi Trophy. Lombardi, a lot of Italian singing, or was it Spanish singing at lunch, and they talked. A lot of Spanish was going on in the Super Bowl just because of the singers. And I don't know if this is Italian or whatever it is. And I'm thinking of Bacardi rum, and I'm Marche. I'm thinking of Germany at the same time. Contact lenses. Super Bowl. So what am I talking about? The champ Sions. Ham. Don't eat it. Let's protect it. It's ham. Ham radio, single antenna, creation of the ham radio. H-A-C-H-E, cache. I don't know what cache means, but if you know something about computers, you tell me about the MPS. Something to do with speed. Champions. Andy Reid, DNA. The Y is for Earth. E and E or E and A. E and E stand for a J letter as the 10th letter. The 10th letter reverses the Q letter, and that is our connect to this planet. E and A is also the rod, the single rod, the electrical rod, the planted in the earth. Always E and A will create an O. Should I say EA or should I say AE? How would I pronounce this? The reason for that is because the 15th letter, 51, is Mars, and the 15th letter is O. So here's how we go. We got Super Bowl for better vision in the second month on the 33rd day of the year. 31 plus 2, ABC. 4 and 2, communication. Between the 32nd and the 31st, 34th, 30, location, delta angle. 30, location, 1020, so we already know it's in the 90s. How do I know this is in the 90s? Because of the expression in French, 4 times 20 plus 10. We're multiplying with 20. More houses, but still only one transfer, 110. And why would it be 10? What is 10? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then through the center of 10 is 1 and 1. Through it, and then we extinct into the life. The light and into the life. All around and 1 through. 10 around, going out in every single direction, right? But if every single direction came into this location, it would come into point 0, area 1, because 1 has to come in. And on your phone in this area, that's right, it's 5, it's 1, it's 9. 1, 5, and 9 shows me that it's coming whoosh, through it. What is coming through it? Between 3 and 7 whoosh, is 1, 5, and I land 9 on Earth. All the way through the furthest distance. Or have I gone around it because it takes 8? And then I would say 3 and 7 have come into fruition. And the reason I'm saying that is because this letter is A, this letter is E, this letter is I. And who comes in? C and G. Now, how do you compose or create C? And what does C come from? C comes from A and A inside B. In the house of the rising sun. In the body of creation. In the gateway. Jesus Christ. 37. 37, 37, 74. J10. E5. S38, because there are 2 of them. U21, 59, 69, the total is 74. I can flip that upside down this way to 47, double it up to 94. Now we'd have creation through Uranus. And that's right, through your butthole. You were born, your belly button, your butthole, and all the holes. So here's the score of the game. It was 3-0. And it was 3 and 7. Which made communication. And then it was 10 and 7. We came down to Earth through the gateway of creation. 10-10, we now have the house and the heart, the passage into the house. We have AC, we have the M1000. We are coming up on 3 houses. We have number 3, beta creation through Mars. Why? 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals 6 and 5. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals 6 and 5. Number 23 plus 10. Oh, excuse me, did I make a mistake here? This is sorry, this is minus. This is supposed to be 3 over here. So I'm going to have to fix this after. Now we have 5 and 3, electric company and creation. 2 and 0, only 2, only in the house. 8 and 3, we have the point to the house. The gateway, 1 plus 7 or minus 7, is above and below 6 and 8. Communication, 9 lives of the cat. All zeros, I should be changing for a 6, and I'm going to do that after. We're going to continue here. Here we have location. Here we're down into the 90s. When we got into the 90s, we had creation of 10, creation of Jack. Here we have number 37. The cube is now being created in the gateway. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7, 8 and 7, G and H, gateway to heaven, gateway to hell. And the reason I say this, that the cube, is because what happens is, what is the numeric value to get 30? I get 31. 31 is that something times 5 times 2. Just give me a second to calculate. Staring me right in the eye. 3 times 7, 3 plus 7 equals 21 equals 10. That is my 31. Okay? I am that I am is 31. Because there's a 10, 31 will become 37. Because the heart of the passing spirit. Everybody reverts back to here. Nowhere. Somewhere, but nowhere. But nowhere here. But over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And when you dial your phone, everything goes around. Although there's a 0, everything's going around here. So why do we have the 0 on the phone? And we have to have 0 here in the AEO position. And the 15th letter is the O. The 14th letter is the N. That's how we create pi. We also have 615 inside the center. This is how the Super Bowl scoring went. Tell me if I'm wrong. Creation of 10. This will be 36. This will be 16. That is the half-life. Creation delta angle. Here again, we'll have 16. We'll have the half-life in 37. 3 by 7, 3 plus 7 is 3 and 1. This 3 and 1 is your any craps. But they say it as EC because it becomes electric. It's not any, it's the spirit electric in the body, in the arc. Enlightenment, electrical light. Electric light orchestra, your body. 17 to 20. Plus and then minus again. We're back to the extension of creation, alpha, beta. U, the U letter, and the L, the reader. 3 is creation, the reader. 2 and 1 creates 3, 3, 1, 3 creates 7, and in the cube, 1 and 6 have the definition of the half-life. Also as the spirit, as well the angel, for all the reasons spoken on the dice. Here's your 1, here's your 2. The reverse is 5 and 6, 11. So what is creation? Creation is student blue 11, because in craps they say yo 11. 11 is a student. 5 times 6, 30, creation. 5 plus 6, 11. The total is 41. That is your DNA for Andy, the reader card. 2024, communication, 9 lives of the cat. And PHI, whatever that mathematics, it slips in over here at the delta angle again. 4 and 1, your DNA. We have creation of the pi hole. 1 inside 2. 0, all around 1. All around 1. 0, value of 8. But only can be used as 6 and 6 and 6. But when it's 6 on this angle, what is the meaning? Or is there 6 standing up as a peak and a point? Spinning around. All the information sent through the pi hole, and this is spinning around, letting everything come through as it sort of should. We cannot disturb purity. As a child, there's certain things we cannot do to children because the system will fall according to creation inside the numbers. We end 51 Mars, and who ends 51 Mars? That's right. 6 and 2. God, the dog. How do we get this? This is your transformation. Because at the end, 6, 22, 6, 6 times 2, 6 plus 2 equals to 12. Alpha, beta, creation. 6 plus 2, creation of the heavens. The God, the gates of the Omega divide. 3, now we're going to break this down one more time. This is basically, we're going to end up with, I'm going to do it here if I could, here and here. I'm going to go with 3, 6, 3, 7, 7, 7, Christ, 7, 7, Christ, 4, 7, Jesus, 8, 8, the splitting of the purple sky, 8, 6, the joint sky and the divided sky inside the human arc, and here we will have 8, 4, and now we have the sun of the divided sky. purple skies, here come the pigs. Inside alpha beta creation of 7, 3 and 7, the gateway of alpha beta creation, Jesus Christ, Christ. The cube, the gateway to creation, 6 times 6. The female, Highway 66, was transformed and moved over to Highway 80. But we end up in Mars. This fit 31. Where do I get 84? Okay, I added 6 to this. So 26 and 31, 26 plus 6 equals to a total of 57. How did we make this transformation? We made it through the moon. How did we get plus 6 equals to 50? 50, I'm never sure. It's the halfway line. It's the split between the two. It's also the split between the red and the red is now split up to the Holy Ghost, and it creates 50. How do we get 50 now becomes 56, becomes 11, becomes 2. So for phi and the delta angle, this information over here ends up to be 56. Reverse it as alpha beta creation in the house of the cat. Pink is white and red that comes together, creates number 50. Now we're going to get this, and we get 6 equals to 43. This will eventually create your DC and your spirit. This one over here, add 12. 20, 30, 42, communication, 9 lives of the cat. This one over here, add 6, becomes 29, becomes your birth. This one over here becomes 16, 32. This is beta creation. Creation from 1 and 2, alpha beta. This one becomes 23, alpha beta creation again, Christ and Christ. And this one over here becomes 9 and it becomes your birth. Raphael. The question is, what am I saying? Does it say anything? Does it move anybody? Does anybody really want to know? Is there another way I should do this? I was looking at some cards. I noticed that the green cards were clovers. They also call them trèfle. I saw a red heart. They also call the yard. The cœur is also the heart in French. I saw the black spade, also called the pick. With a spade, I can shovel and I can needle you. I can bury my red hearts in the yard, and I can let the green clovers rise as we sit and watch the blue diamonds in the sky in the square. That's exactly what it says in French. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Please ask me some questions. I'm not really saying too much. What is number 3? Now we have to have a design for number 3. So I simply take out and I show you that there's 3 empty spots over here. But if I flip it around to the 3 empty spots, there's only 2 voided spots connected to 8. 2 voided spots connected to 8. And 1 hole in the center. It's what's there, it's what's not there. I am darn 100% sure of my thinking and of the programmation of this. The flower of Earth on this planet goes deeper and into every single word. If there's a perfection in growing plants and flowers, and the flower of life is real and you believe it, then the words we speak. And I know there's other sects or religions or whatever you want to call them, say the same thing. They speak math, that math speaks words, create designs. Raphael, Super Bowl 2022, 33rd day of the year, Christ, Jesus, back for the masses. Thank you for watching this video.